What's up, guys? Redneck Gamer 13 here, and we're back again doing a second video for today. I'm gonna be doing the engine build for this car. So I just gotta clear out my inventory. As you can see, I'm trying to do that right now, and then get the engine stand over here, and then we'll start making the new motor and drop it in the car. So, I was pretty happy. The last video was only like 20 some minutes, or 35 minutes, I mean. So I was pretty happy about that. Didn't take up too much of your guys' time, and we got quite a bit done for that half an hour. But yeah, hopefully I can get this video done in like 22 minutes. I'm gonna try to go through and buy as much stuff as I can. I don't really remember this motor too well, but I will try my best. I'm actually pretty happy I'll be getting 2 videos up today instead of waiting to do them, but it's definitely nice to go back to the way I used to do it, where I was doing like 2 videos a day and whatnot. Oh wait, that's the wrong one, damn it. Wait, so is that? Yeah, that's basically Serpentine Belt B, just its stretch for the supercharger. Okay, I see what they're doing. I see. So now I need this. And then, as far as I know, pistons, rod caps, crankshaft bearings, I'll need those. And my hands, it's like really cold outside, so my hands are like froze right now, so I cannot do this very fast at all at the moment, but that's alright. So get that, and then go here. Shit, I already forgot something. On the other site, I forgot the clutch release bearing. Need 4 cams, 2 engine heads, 2 exhaust manifolds, one of these. I do need a throttle V8, I believe. Pretty sure there's a throttle on it. And then I saw something in here. Oh, I know spark plugs and ignition coils I'm gonna need. Then I'm gonna have to go to here, buy all the stuff for the transmission, and then I don't think I bought pistons yet, so I'm gonna do that. And then go back here and get the clutch release bearing, and then the drive shaft, and then go in here and get the V8 transmission, or, well, they call it a gearbox, I call it a transmission, but it's the same thing. So now we will start assembling it. I know I did forget some of the stuff for the timing in the front of the motor, but that stuff I kind of just wait until I get to it and then figure it out. The fuel filter, I forgot. For the most part, I can get like about, I'd say about 80% of the stuff for these motors, depending on what it is, and then the other 20% I forget. But for the first car we did, that motor, the V8 overhead valve 2-carb motor for the Chieftain TBX, or is the V8 overhead valve 2-carb supercharged motor. There. That's what I put in the TBX in the first one for the drag build, and then I ended up buying, like, I think I bought everything for the motor pretty much. The only thing I forgot was maybe the fuel filter, I don't remember, or clutch release bearing, something. I think I only forgot like 1 or 2 things. Or no, it was the clip B, the two of those for the ignition distributor, and then I forgot the spark plugs. So that one I know pretty well, but this one I haven't built in a long time, so it's still a little iffy. I built one the other night, but I haven't been around this motor that much lately. This is probably the second one I've built in quite a few months, because it's been... I got back into this probably last week or so, and then before that, I didn't touch this game in like 2 months. So it's been a hot minute since I've been on here, but I always come back to this game. This is the one that I always end up coming back to, because it's just like, it's one of the best games ever. I mean, if they do another car mechanic in the future, I would really like to see more drivable areas. Like, it'd be cool if you could build your own truck and then hook it to a trailer and drive to the auction and then pull your car that you just got back to your garage. Like, I know that's probably a lot for them to do on the engine that they're using, judging by how it's all set up, but it would be really cool if they could do that, because that would be awesome. And it would really give, like, your trucks a purpose, too. I'm pretty sure I need 4 of these. Hopefully they're the right ones. And then if they could do something with cars that would give them more of a purpose. I mean, honestly, the only purpose for a car is to drive back and forth to work, go to the store if you need to, so nothing really major there. But I guess, like, if you wanted to do it the harder, more time-consuming way, you could have, like, the parts list thing that's in here. You could have that, and then, like, go all through the motor, see what you have to get or whatever, or however you could do it, and then go to a fucking auto parts store in town or something and pick up the parts. Or like the phone in the office there, you call them up, and then your character don't say nothing, but they have like a voice or something that comes through, and then you just like have a list of parts that you need, and then you click on what you need, and then it tells him, and then he says like, alright, well, when you get a chance, come down here and everything will be ready, or something like that. Would just give your cars more of a purpose, and then you'd actually be able to... Hold on. Sorry, my headset did the auto shutdown thing, but that would give the cars, like, more of a purpose on here, because when you keep a car, you build it and it sits in storage, you don't do a damn thing with it, which sucks. Really does. And I need timing belt V8, not just a regular old timing belt. But that would really give the cars and trucks a purpose, and it would be a lot better. And I would definitely like to see some type of like truck pulling or something, and diesel trucks, the whole 9 yards. It would be amazing if they went that far. But I know for this game it's probably really extreme, but I guarantee you if they went that extra step, if they could, then this game would probably sell a lot better than what it is right now. And according to what I've heard, this game is sold really good on console between Xbox and PlayStation. But doing that other stuff would definitely make it just that much more of a better game, and give you more options of how to approach certain things and whatnot, which would be nice. I think I need 2 of those and 5 of these. And some people might not like that idea of having to drive to a parts store, but I'm just saying having it there, like, not making that the only way of doing it. You know, you can still go on your tablet or still go on your computer, however you like to do it, and get your parts. Or if you want to drive to a parts store, you could do that, and that would be pretty sweet. But I feel like there's going to be something to do with the city, or something to do with city driving in the future. I don't know if it'll be with this game or with a different one. But if you actually manage to ramp yourself off of the barrier right by the starting lights at the drag strip, you can drive around and actually see a city. Like, you can drive through somewhat of a city that's there. And I personally don't think it's just there for decoration. I mean, it could be, but you can't even see it with the trees. So I don't see why it would be there for decoration. But even if the parts thing, you know, you didn't do that, like if you could have your truck with a trailer and tow your drag car to the drag strip, that would give your trucks more of a purpose. And I don't know what the hell I'm looking for. Coils cover, there we go. Talking about all this stuff that I would like to see in the game, and just get me distracted. But just more, I guess it'd be kind of like quality of life stuff. Would be amazing in this game, because the spots now where you can drive are good, but it's just not enough. You can't really put a ton of miles on your vehicle. Like, yeah, I put 70 miles on my drag car, just constantly ripping it at the drag strip, but eventually it gets boring. Where if you had like a small city or something you could drive around, then that wouldn't ever really get you bored. You'd always have something to do. And then maybe having fuel consumption being a thing, where you can buy race fuel for your drag car or something, and buy go to a gas station, buy like normal fuel or whatever, depending on what you want. And then like race fuel, goddamn, I'm thinking fuel. Race fuel can give your car more horsepower or whatever, and then normal fuel just would, like, say your car makes 765 horsepower, say normal, that'd be on normal fuel, and say if you go with race fuel, it'd make like 800 or something. It would just be kind of cool to have more stuff in this game like that. That would be awesome. I think this motor's done. And then the truck pull deal would be really nice. And I think if they did something like that, they should definitely add something where you could break your truck somehow pulling, because that's another thing I don't like, is you build your car and it seems like no matter what you do to it, however many miles you put on it, the parts just don't go down in life. They just stay 100%, and I don't like that. Maybe you just have to drive the hell out of them, but I like to work on stuff too. I don't just like to rip my car around for 5 hours each day just to make parts start to go bad on it. So but I think that's it. Gonna make a little bit of money off this car, that's for sure. Bought 3 things I didn't need, so that's actually the worst I've ever done. I've never bought 3 things I don't need. I bought 1 thing I don't need before, but that was the worst I've ever done right there. Alright, so this motor, just double check the oil. Yep, it's up to max, where it should be. dyno, there we go. Couldn't think of it for a second. Had a brain fart right there. But then, like, I don't know, getting like some type of performance engine block for each motor. I mean, I don't think that. I think engine blocks in real life might. Oh, wow. Damn, that's gnarly. Engine blocks in real life, there might be something you can tweak with them to make your car have more power, but I don't really think that there is, but I could be wrong. Again, I haven't got into cars that far yet. I'm still learning little things as I go. There ain't much that I don't know, but at the same time there still is quite a bit that I don't know, so we're gonna put this way down to like 320 or 310. That'll go 310, then we'll bump this up to 2.0, 130, 1.0, then 80. Oh, excuse me, don't want 10 gears, not in this thing. I would just prefer 6. And then now we're gonna rip it at the drag strip real quick and see what she can do. Hopefully she'll go about 230 maybe. I think I might make some videos on Mud Runner again, because Snow Runner is coming out soon, and there will be videos on that. I promise you guys right now. Before, I never used to keep a promise with videos, but I am keeping a promise this time. I can't stress it enough. I promise you guys, there will be Snow Runner videos, and possibly Mud Runner ones, just because I am getting pretty hyped up for Snow Runner. So oh my god, yeah, this thing's a beast. Come on, hit 230. Oh, hell yeah, hell yeah. 239. Oh my god. I'd have to tune the shit out of my other cars to get 239. And this thing, I do a little simple tune on it, and it pushes 239, just like that. Wow. Okay, this car just completely blew my mind. Kind of like the last one, because the TBX did 222. That's the fastest I've ever made an old muscle car go on a drag strip. As far as newer ones with this V8 dual overhead cam supercharged motor, which by the way I use for every newer drag build, unless it's inline 4 smaller car that can't have a V8 or whatever. This one just does the best, but this has got to be the fastest I've ever gone. I don't think I broke that 240 mark yet, and that's pretty close with this car. I guarantee a little bit more fine-tuning. Like if I drop this down to, or if I raised it, nope, can't even raise it at all. That would have, okay, so yeah, I'll show you guys the tune. So final ratio is 370, first gear is 310, second is 2.0, third is 1.30, fourth is 1.0, fifth is 0.80, sixth is 0.60. So this is a tune that you guys can work on if you want. And I know I'm kind of treating this game like Forza, but I love tuning drag cars and seeing how fast I can make them go. So with that being said, I am going to show you guys me selling her, because if you look at them horsepower numbers, 1,476 horsepower and 1,332 pound-feet of torque, that's amazing. That's the most I've seen come out of a car. That's about how much my F350 with this motor makes, but this is the most I've seen come out of a car. So $279,000 for that right there. That was definitely a fun build. Really good one too. That car really surprised me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. And if you want to see more of these drag car videos, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see SnowRunner in the future, if that's something that interests you, subscribe to the channel. That'll be coming up when it comes out. It ain't even on PlayStation yet for pre-order, so I don't know what's going on there, but it is confirmed it will be April 28th. So once I get my hands on that, I'll probably make a video on the first look, depending on whether or not I'm working that day, and we'll go from there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Drop a like, subscribe if you want to see the more drag videos or whatever. I do a variety of content on this channel, mainly car mechanic lately, but there is a wide variety I do. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video.